What's up, everybody? Welcome back to SnailMail.
SnailMail.
What's happening, boys and girls, ladies, and all the gentle ladies out there? All right, so we are here on Friday. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to you, Jimmy.
Hi.
Welcome to you, Tyler. Hi.
Hi, Tyler.
Thanks, Jimmy, for that hello and introduction.
Yeah, no problem.
Such a nice guy.
Hi, Morgan.
Morgan's here?
I'm sure there's a Morgan out there.
Did he bring me some Toyota parts?
Morgan's listening right now.
He is?
Yes.
Wow. Morgan, if you're listening, honk your horn.
Aw.
Cool. Thank you, bud. Anyways, welcome to Friday's episode, everybody. This is Snail Mail, where we get to listen to voicemails from you guys, play them, and we've never listened to them before. We don't screen them. So when you guys hear our reactions here on the air, it's the first time us listening to these things. You're getting our genuine reactions. It's kind of fun. Sometimes we can answer stuff on the spot. Sometimes we're like, I don't know. We ask, ChatGPT or Gemini or something.
Sure.
But yeah, it's kind of fun. It's we have our normal show Mondays and Thursdays, and you guys get to send us in feedback and questions and all sorts of fun things that come along with just calling in random voicemails. So it's a really fun segment that we enjoy. It allows us to kind of sit back, relax a little bit more, have fun with you guys, and be a little bit less of like a structured episode content kind of thing. So
absolutely
a lot of fun. And we do enjoy you guys calling in. But I feel like we've created a little bit of a monster.
Are people catching up to the fact that we got through all the voicemails and now they're just bombarding us? Is that what's going on? Are we into the 40s?
No, not quite.
Not quite.
We got down to, did we get down to like 21 last week?
We were close. I think we had 31 last week.
Yeah, I thought we were at like 31. We got down to like 21.
I can tell you how many we got through or got to. I keep track of it all right here. Let's see. So we got through 8 last time.
Okay, so we should have been around 23.
Yes.
When we ended last time.
We also have a text message on January 8th. Just remember that.
January 8th. Okay, we'll get to listen to that during this episode, I think.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so we started at 31 last week, got down to 23.
Yes.
We're at 35.
Jeez. Okay.
We got through 8 of them and then got 12 in.
Yes.
So.
Oh, sounds good.
2 steps backwards, 1 step forward.
Yeah. Toby Keith.
All right, so let's jump in here, shall we?
Keith Urban. Sorry.
Is that Keith Urban?
Yeah.
This one may be quick. It says transcript not available, but it went the whole 3 minutes. So we may just listen to like 10 seconds of this and be like, you didn't get into it in 10 seconds. We're done.
But dial somebody.
But dial Brian.
Yeah.
But dial Morgan.
But
that's our Morgan
yeah.
doing today. All right. Here we go. Let's see what this is.
Hey, what's going on, Tyler and Jimmy? This is Tamerak Trevor. I just listened to Monday's episode, and I am so happy that you have fully caught up on voicemails. So now we're going to leave you even more. And now that we have the voicemails cleared, I want to go way back, all the way to episode 555. Do you enjoy pooping in the outdoors? In this episode, you two talked about taking wag bags out on trails to see if people would use them. And you guys talked about a study that was put on in Colorado about people using wag bags. Sorry, not a study, a survey about people using wag bags and whether they liked them, if people used them, things like that. And I do some backpacking myself, so I figured I'd answer the questions as well. So
Sweet.
The first question that was asked in the survey was, have you heard of wag bags? Be willing to use one? I'd be willing to use them in high elevation situations, such as here in California, we got Mount Shitney. That's where you have to use them, and I'd be willing to use them there. The second survey question that was asked was whether or not people used them on the trailhead. Whether or not people used the bathroom when they were up there. Mm-hmm. And that a lot of people, 70% of people that went to the bathroom did not do it at the trailhead bathroom. And that means they just kind of did number 2 out in the woods. When I did Mount Shitney, I made sure to use the bathroom at Crabtree and at the trailhead of the Whitney portal at the very bottom to make sure that I did not go number 2 while on the trail that day, just to prevent having to use the wag bag in the first place. I would use it if I had to, but I kind of timed drinking my coffee right, so I didn't have to worry about that. And then something I noticed, just to provide a little bit of context in this, is that even though they did provide wag bags for people to use while they were hiking Mount Whitney, some people used them, but then they left the wag bags on the trail or maybe tucked behind a rock, and they weren't willing to take it down the hill. And that really aggravated me.
Yeah.
Because I think throughout the day I saw about 7 wag bags, I think I counted, just sitting on the trail. It's like, come on, you used it. Take it down the hill. So if the Forest Service or other agencies try to implement wag bags, something that they should consider, which I hope that they do, is to also once a month or once a week have a ranger go and take it and bring it down the hill so it's not up there. Getting close to the 3-minute mark. Release some tokens. Come on. Keep crawling.
I love it. Yeah, in my opinion, wag bags, and this is the weird thing for me, I still have yet to use a wag bag. It seems like everywhere I go, I just don't do a lot of backpacking. So it seems like wherever I go, there's usually bathrooms.
Okay.
Like I also haven't shit in the woods though either, except for that time I had food poisoning on the Rubicon. So it's, I'm willing to use them. Sure. I haven't had the opportunity yet. I don't know, it's weird, but I agree. Like in that situation where people used them and left them there, like you got the hard part out of the way. Like if everything's sealed up in the bag, take it with you.
Well, it's more weight, especially if you're hiking up a mountain. Now you're going to carry more weight up the mountain. And I'm not putting the excuse out there. Yeah. Right. If they're backpacking, it's now I have to carry this. Well, I think there's twofold, right? One, they're like, I don't want to touch that shit. Right. Okay. And 2 is now I have to carry it and it's more weight and it's like a bag of poo that's going to be on my back. And the thing is though, that when you package it back up correctly, it doesn't stink.
No, it's fully sealed.
It smells if you're trying to vacuum seal it and suck the air out of it. Yeah. Right. But
do you suck the air out of your wag bags,
no.
Jimmy? Jesus Christ.
That's a Dave McKinney joke there for you.
Okay. That makes more sense then.
Yeah. But I do try to squeeze as much of the air out of that so that it's not taking up so much volume into the backpack or even the trash bag that I'm carrying on my, on the truck. Yeah. Right. It's just, I'm concerned more about the volume than,
what's inside the weight.
What's inside of it. Yeah. But I think people are twofold. I think they're like scared of their own poop and 2, they don't want to carry it. But I think that's a shitty idea or a shitty thing to say, because it's like, it's the same as a dog, right? It's like you have to pick up after your dog. Why are you not picking up after yourself?
Yep. What about horses?
Well, don't get me started with horses. Horses need wag bags too.
Yes. I'm curious. Do you think that if Forest Service, whoever the land manager is, installed trash cans at the trailhead, do you think people would carry their shit back down to at least those trash cans?
There are trash cans down there.
Okay. There's trash cans at every trailhead for typically. Most places? Okay. I don't go hiking, so yeah. So.
I mean, it's a campground.
There's no trash cans at the Rubicon trailhead, so
there used to be.
Yeah.
But it's also a campground right down there. So I believe there are trash cans, at least on the
Wentworth Springs side.
No, I mean on Mount Whitney's
on Whitney. Okay. All right.
And I don't know. It's been so long since I've been down there, but most of the time there's some trash, and it shouldn't, like, you're going to carry your own trash out anyway. Like, just put it in the damn trash bag.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if there's a stigma that people don't understand how well those seal up once you seal them properly. Maybe. And they're worried about it coming out on them while they're hiking. Maybe.
Yeah. I do. I don't know if I do it different than anybody else, but I try not to pee in my wag bag.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's a pro or a con. But I'm more scared of like it leaking fluid than if it was a turd. It's less likely to come out, right? And so that's, I think, one of the reasons I don't. But you do double wrap them, like you double seal them, so it's the likelihood that there is a breakage or an issue is minor.
And the chemical that's typically in wag bags, A, makes it inert, and B, solidifies. It's supposed to solidify any liquids in there. So
yeah, most of the time I think it's just cat litter.
Yeah, pretty much. That's funny.
Yeah,
I never looked into what that actually is in there. But yeah, that makes sense to me.
But yeah, I think most people have heard of them.
Yeah.
But I think most people are still in this mindset. And Tamerak Trevor, no offense, but it sounds like you're kind of still in the mindset because you're only doing it at high elevations. Why wouldn't you use a wag bag at low elevations?
Yeah, that kind of caught me too. I was like, why are you then just going out and pooping in the woods, or are you just able to hold it better in low elevations for some reason? You're up on a mountain and it's a more strenuous hike, and so you have to poop, where if you're just going on a day stroll, you don't have to worry about it as much. Yeah. But I think people are aware of wag bags. They just don't want to use them. I would agree that that's mostly the case. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So okay. We do have our daily dump bag right over there. I see it.
It's over there where it's hidden from me.
I'll grab it and put it on camera.
Cool. From Packed.
Yeah, from Packed.
Yeah, these were pretty cool. That was a fun interview we got. Did we actually interview him?
We never just going over
him.
You talked about him.
I got to talk with him, have a couple meetings with him.
Yeah.
And talk
about implementing it here.
Yeah. And I got to talk with one of the El Dorado National Forest supervisors with him in kind of a joint meeting about implementing wag bag stations here in El Dorado National Forest. So yeah, super clever little thing. I need to check back in with him and see if because these were like the prototypes.
Yeah.
So I need to check and see what their final product ended up as and how they're doing.
Down.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks, Tamerak Trevor. Yeah. And if the tokens aren't released now, they will be ASAP.
Sweet. Next up, Axle Talk.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Jeff Morgan.
Yep. I was talking about electricity. I see AC, DC, and amps in here.
Oh, no.
All right, here we go. I'm excited.
Hey, this is Jeff from Oregon, and I wanted to talk this week about some tools that maybe...
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm pausing it right there real quick. Because he clearly just now said Jeff from Oregon.
Right.
But I could have sworn his name was Jeff Morgan. Is his name Jeff Morgan from Oregon?
I don't know.
Jeff, we need this clarified because I've totally could have sworn that I've talked about this before and been like, yeah, Jeff from Oregon is calling in. And then it sounds like you say this is Jeff Morgan. When in the voicemail, and I'm like, I think it's Jeff Morgan.
I think it's Jeff Morgan from Oregon.
Is it really?
That's what I'm going with.
And he's purposefully fucking with me? All right, that sounds right, Jeff. All right, shall we continue now?
Yes, let's continue. Okay. Tools.
If people don't carry with them, that they should think about it. You should carry a meter. That's the big one that I see that people don't carry with them is a multimeter. A multimeter that's easy to use, digital. It switches between AC and DC. It can read DC amps. The one that I really like, it's kind of spendy, is a Fluke 374. It does AC, DC amps up to I think it's 300 amps, 400 amps maybe. And it's really easy to use. You hand it to somebody, they just flip the switch and then they could check what they need. Also, understanding how it works, understanding what continuity means. How to check for resistance, how to check for ohms, what a good ohm value would be, so it can tell if you have a bad connection, what your voltage should be at a given point, if your truck is off versus on, how to read continuity through switches and relays. That's one of the big tools that I carry with me that I almost always end up using on someone else's vehicle because they don't have a clue what they're doing. A wrench for your clutch fan. On the newer LS stuff, you need a special wrench to pop the clutch fan off. So if you have to change a water pump, you can do that. The other one, specialty sockets, not just for your front axle like a Dana 60 or a Toyota or to get an axle shaft out, but like a Sterling. They have a special socket, and this is for Tyler because I know he doesn't have the socket. It's a special socket, and the threads are right-handed on the right-hand side of the axle and left-handed on the left-hand side of the axle. And then when you take the hub off, if you have to, the seal destroys itself. So you need to carry a spare seal in case you have to pull the hub on the Sterling. So that's something, just basically tear your rig apart in your driveway and whatever you need, put it in your truck. Yeah. And then if you destroy a seal, buy a spare.
Yep.
That's it. Land Rovers still suck.
I just had Donnie flashing through my head. Tell me where the Land Rover hurt you.
Yeah.
No, I 100%. I use my multimeter a lot when off-roading on my vehicle, other people's vehicles. I think that the amount of vehicles out there that are purely mechanical driven, no electronics in them, they're not really existent anymore. And you need to know how batteries and alternators and circuit testing and circuit tracing really works. Switches and relays. That was a really good one too, that he pointed out. Knowing how those work and how to test if they are operational or not. For sure. And the easier you have to, the easier one operates that you have. I don't know how to say that.
I don't know what you're trying to say, so I can't help you here. The easier of a multimeter you have to operate, sure, means the more likely that you're going to be successful with your results, right? Sure.
So like I've really grown to value and enjoy auto sensing multimeters, whether it's AC, DC, low voltage, high voltage. You just set it to check check type of current, kind of, you're checking voltage, right?
Right.
And it'll automatically figure out whether it's 110 or 12 volt, or if you need the decimal move to a different spot.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I have one that does that.
Yeah.
And that's because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to read some of this stuff. I'll be there. I'm in the opposite kind of end of this. Jeff is talking to me.
Okay.
I carry almost zero electronic stuff.
Okay.
I carry like snips and butt connectors and like, I used to have a little solder gun, but that thing doesn't even work anymore. And that's about it.
Yep.
Like I carry almost no, and extra fuses.
Yeah.
Right. But I carry nothing in regards to fixing an electrical issue or even testing an electrical issue. And I don't know if it's because, and this might sound bad, because I really have never had that problem on the trail. Like I always have mechanical problems.
Yeah.
And so I've always gone towards, I need to carry I need to be able to fix an axle, or I need to be able to fix some drivetrain, or, repair some bolts or weld something together or whatever it is. Most of the time I don't have like an electrical issue on the trail.
Yeah.
Minus maybe my radio cutting out.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've always kind of just started slowly getting away from carrying the electrical stuff because it's never really been an issue.
And that's fair. And with a 22RE based vehicle, there's not a whole lot of electronics in those to go bad, and you don't add a bunch of extra lights on your vehicle, and
if a light goes out, I don't care. Yeah. Like I'll fix it at home.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. I found out, I think it was when it really hit me, was the trip that Rubathon, where we came up Cadillac with no alternator.
Yes.
Right. I burned up the Premier, putting a power tool and not running the power tool circuit on the Premier. So anyways, coming up out of there, I was like, that kind of made it realize to me that the way I like to set up my vehicles relies more on electricity and power circuits and power management systems, etc. So I have to carry more electrical stuff with me.
Yes.
And that's just my preference, right? So, but I agree. I think multimeters are good. I think power probes are awesome. The cool thing about power probes is they're a circuit tester, so they can tell you whether you have essentially continuity, whether there's power rolling through that circuit currently, etc. But what's really neat about them is that you can apply power to circuits.
Okay.
With them, and essentially turn on and off switches kind of thing. You're creating a switch in the circuit using the power probe.
Sure.
And then you can reverse the polarity too. all from the Power Probe. So
interesting.
Really cool little piece of gadget for off-roading stuff. And I found very niche uses for it, but that was really nice to have when I had it, when I did need it, kind of thing. So Power Probe is great. Basic circuit tester works great for testing fuses.
Right.
So
I think a lot of these are like, it's one of those scenarios where if you carry it with you and you never need it, oh well. But if you're carrying it with you and you need it, you're going to be really glad you have it.
Yep. Yeah. What is that saying? It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Sure. Yeah. One rock in your hand is worth two in the bush.
And when you throw that bush at glass houses, you break cows that are flying over moons.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I cleared that up.
Jeff, I will put a multimeter in my pack out situation.
Just for Jeff.
Just for you, Jeff. So when I break down in Oregon, you can show me how to use it.
Perfect. Next up. Any guesses?
Jeff Morgan.
No.
Donnie, because he heard Rover suck.
Yep. He heard Rover suck and Donnie came calling right away, man. Let's see. He actually called.
I think Jeff and Donnie are actually really good friends.
They probably Okay, here we go. Here's Donnie.
Hey, boys. It's Rover Don once more. Note that has nothing to do with Toyotas. There's no Toyota podcasting happening here. But I'm actually calling in response to, I believe it's Alex from Boxes Off-Road. He just left a voicemail on your, whatever today is episode, talking about doing a Volvo electric power steering pump.
Oh, yeah.
To try and resolve some problems he was having and maybe Jimmy's problems as well. And, I'm intrigued. I want to know more. Now, I realize I could look this up myself, but it's way more efficient to do a call back and forth through you guys with a multi-week lag time. That seems just like the logical way to do this.
Yeah.
In my instance, I'm running kind of a hodgepodge custom thing. I have a stock Rover steering box that's been drilled and tapped for hydro assist. I have a PSC RAM and then a General Motors, just a generic canned ham pump that was used in all sorts of stuff through the years. And I recently upgraded. I went to a slightly larger diameter RAM because my old one didn't really have enough grunt to give me all the steering when you were really bound up with the 40-inch tire. And I've been thinking I need to find a way to increase the pump pressure a little bit to make it work better with this larger steering ram. But maybe I should look into, an electric steering system. And it sounds like maybe Alex has already been doing some of that. Let's hear more, Alex. Tell me more. As for you, Jimmy and Tyler, you guys can keep crawling and, the Toyotas and the suckage and all that. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.
Well,
love you, Donnie. Thanks for calling.
I also want to know more. We're probably, I'm guessing by the time of us listening to this, me and Jimmy, and putting this episode out, we're probably about a month maybe from hearing Alex's
response,
original reply about the Volkswagen steering pump. Volvo steering pump. Thank you. Volvo. They're all the same. It's the Volvo steering pump. How's that?
Volvo from Sweden?
I don't know where they're from.
And Volkswagen.
Yeah, that's definitely like
Swedish.
Oh, yeah.
Right up there with Audi and Porsche.
And BMW.
And what?
BMW?
I don't know that one.
BMW.
Oh, yeah, that one's that's Swedish too.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, we've probably been about a month.
Yes.
Since we listened to Alex's call.
Right.
So now it'll be another month before Alex hears this one.
No, he'll hear this one this week.
Oh, that's fair.
Today.
He'll call in.
He'll hear this one today.
That's fair.
But it'll be a week till we get his response, or a month until we get his response back on SnailMail.
Yeah.
Because we're probably 3 weeks to 4 weeks out.
Yeah.
And that's if he calls in right away.
Right away. So, Alex, what work have you done on a Volvo power steering pump by now, buddy?
Yeah. And have you looked at Volkswagens, BMWs, or Audis, or Mercedes, or any of those other Swedish companies?
Scandia. All right. Next up, somebody from Indiana.
Sweet.
Here we go.
Hey, y'all. This is your boy from Indiana. Camping versus glamping. I train horses for a living. I camp a lot in a camper. And all I use it for is a shower and a microwave and a refrigerator and someplace to lay my head at night. I think I'd be perfect for KOH because that's all I would do. I don't need a TV. I don't need nothing. It doesn't matter to me. For other people, though, glamping would be everything. But I could also sleep in a tent and be just fine. But that's just me. Hope you all have a good saga on this one. Enjoy the SnailMail. This is awkward. I forgot what I was going to say. Love you all. Bye. My 2-year-old is causing havoc. Good luck, Tyler.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't like. I don't know if the what his point is.
I didn't catch it. He wanted to talk about camping versus glamping, but I didn't. And your boy from Indiana, I didn't think clarified if showering, bathroom, or what defines if that is glamping.
Yeah, if that's glamping, or if he's saying he would be just fine in a tent. Therefore, when he gets his camper, he's glamping. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think it's just, I'm going back to Jimmy is right here, that it just defines if you're good with a bathroom, shower, tent, and, hanging out around a campfire, then that's camping for you.
Yeah.
But if you got your RV, then that's a level up. That's glamping.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to make that a rule.
That's sounds good to me. Make it a t-shirt.
Yeah. Your boy from Indiana, if we're not on the same line here, give us a call back. Let us know. And I'm curious how your 2-year-old was causing havoc.
I don't remember who I was talking to the other day on the phone, but it was a fairly important phone call. And I'm trying to put together Reed's dinner and he's just screaming and throwing a fit.
Yeah.
Because I was also making Moscow mules and I wasn't letting him have the Moscow mule. And I'm trying to keep the mule away from him while he's absolutely screaming and having a fit while I'm also trying to take care of this semi-important phone call.
Yeah.
And eventually the dude on the phone was like, your hands are very busy. I can tell. Let me just call you back later. I was like, okay, well, let's talk in the morning. I'll text you. So
thanks for your patience.
Toddlers are fun. Thank you guys. Next up is Alex from South Carolina.
Okay. I was like, wow, Alex is already calling back with a response. All right. No, South Carolina, Alex. Carolina, Alex.
Yep. And this is about camping versus glamping.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas. It's Alex from South Carolina calling back to readdress this camping and glamping, whatever, debacle. So I still want to argue and use my subjective criteria of your mode of exit or entrance, right? And maybe truck camping needs to be like a separate subcategory of camping, but hear me out, right? Backpacking, I don't think you can be glamping with backpacking. Well, you can bring as much fancy shit as you want, but you got to hump that stuff in there and bring it out. That's kind of the whole thing of backpacking is whatever you bring with you, you got to bring the whole time, no matter the distance you go. At least you're supposed to, leave no trace. But then we got camping. That's like the weird one. It's the line between camping and glamping is, a bunch of people have different opinions. I think that it is your distance to your mode of exit, right? And even that I know is subjective and it's a little convoluted, but if you're like camping, maybe you walked a couple miles in. I know I already said this, but like when me and my buddies go camping, we've gone camping where we drove in, right? But we carried everything to the camping spot, and it was a couple miles in. And we only needed small backpacks. One of the guys decided to bring a freaking tent cot. That was insane. I'm the one who carried it, which was even more insane. But that's besides the point. But like bad weather or someone breaks a leg, something like that, right? I mean, when you're backpacking, you're kind of screwed. You're dealing with it. But if you're camping and you're near your cars, like relatively, right, that's not as bad. But then if you're glamping, you drove in on your RV or, you know, your pickup truck or whatever else. I'm not here to talk shit about glamping or truck camping. I just think we need to call, you know, oh man, I'm about to hit the 3 minutes. I suck at this.
Yeah, I still don't think I agree that your mode of exit and your ability to leave quickly in an emergency situation is what defines camping versus glamping.
From what I'm getting from what Alex is saying is that if you are with your vehicle, you're glamping. If you're away from your vehicle, you're camping.
Yeah.
So that's how I think. That's how I'm drawing this line from what he's saying, because it sounds like if you drive somewhere and then you are toting your stuff a few miles in, I'm almost still saying that's backpacking to some extent.
Yeah.
Like, granted, you're close to your car, but you're still away from your car. You're camping or backpacking to some small extent. But I think he's saying if you're at your car and you can get out easy, if there's an emergency, you can leave. You know, it's not a hassle to like think of like what's the next step in this situation, then you're glamping.
You think that's what he's saying?
That's how I'm taking it.
I agree. That's kind of how I'm taking it as well. So I don't think I agree with it, but
so I just want to know,
can you go and take your car into a dispersed camping area?
Okay.
And set up a hammock between two trees with just your sleeping bag and and a
peanut butter and honey sandwich.
So you remember that time we went out to Fordyce to do the trail repair on Fordyce?
Yeah.
And you and I slept at the committee crossing.
Mm-hmm.
We went up in Bobcat.
Yep.
You took a hammock and I took a little inflatable mattress and slept on the ground. No cover over us, no shelter, nothing.
Yep. Exactly.
So were we glamping then, is what he's saying?
I think so. Because we were right at the truck.
Interesting. I don't agree.
I think I want to say that's car camping.
I would agree that's kind of car camping. That's pretty basic car camping, but car camping nonetheless. How would you make car camping into car glamping?
I got a fridge. I got what's the next level up?
Yeah, what's your next level up?
Striving for?
Shelter,
some sort of a tent.
So from us over at Fordyce to now having a Gazelle T8 that we each have our own room in.
Which I probably had the rooftop tent at that point.
Did you? You must have had it then. I don't know.
We just figured I got it in December of 2018.
I don't remember when that repair was.
I don't either.
I feel like would have been within the last 7 years.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, So I think, glamping from being in a hammock and sleeping on the mattress in the ground would be some sort of shelter or some sort of some another level higher. So, or you got your microwave.
And a buddy heater.
And a buddy heater or something. Then you're glamping.
Okay.
So I don't know. Alex, if you want to clarify more.
Oh, he called back.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He called pretty much right back. So I'm curious. Let's see if he clarified more.
All right. Alex from South Carolina calling back so I can finish my message, my long-winded message. So like truck camping, I still think counts as glamping because you can get away from the elements and you can leave pretty quickly if need be. Camping, you walked in a little bit, but you're still within reach to your vehicle, relatively, right? And then backpacking, you're just on your own. I think that's a good criteria. I understand if someone disagrees. Sorry, what the heck? Yeah, I gotta go. There's a car wreck. Holy smokes.
What?
Keep growing.
What?
Go save a life, Alex.
Seriously.
That's random.
Let us know how that turned out.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
So it sounds to me like he's
like
defining
Jimmy's right again.
Like he's defining it based on what I just had it that your ability to deal with the weather and the elements. Like if you are just subject to whatever the weather decides to throw at you, the elements decide to throw at you that day, and there's no way to escape it, get a reprieve from it or anything, then you're glamping. That's kind of
you're camping.
If you cannot get away from the elephant. No, sorry, yes.
The elephant.
The elephant.
If you can't get away from the elephant,
run fast.
You're camping.
Just beware of those ones that hide in trees. They're really good at it. Yes, if you cannot get away from the elements and get a reprieve from the elements, then you're camping and not glamping.
Yeah.
I think there's more to it. I think that's part of it. That could be part of it.
I could definitely see that as one of the criteria.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Because there's been many of times that we've had very shitty weather and I'm car camping.
Yep.
Right. And I could choose, if I chose to, pack up and leave.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So I understand that, but I don't think that's glamping. I don't think I'm glamping because I can get out of there if I chose to.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the egress situation.
I think the glamping situation would be, I'm sick and tired of this weather, so I went into my RV and I got out of it.
Turned on the heater.
And turned on the heater. And took a warm shower and wrapped myself in a warmed blanket.
Heated blanket
in my RV. I would say that's more of the glamping level than I can just ditch out if I really want. I think there's a middle ground here, Alex, that is missing. And it's whether you want to call it overlanding or car camping, however you want to say it. I think that there's something there that is setting your camping and glamping apart, or that is in between your version of camping and glamping.
Yeah.
Right. Because I understand you're camping. I fully get it. Like you're either backpacking or you're hiking away from your vehicle. You're camping. But there's a level of camping at the vehicle, I think.
I do too. And
then there's the next level of glamping.
Yeah.
Which is that level up that I keep talking about.
Yeah.
So I don't know, so would you? So I'm speaking for Alex here. Car camping and overlanding would be considered glamping.
I think that's what he would claim. Yep. Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah.
Should we do one more? We are at a text message point.
Is that so? That's what we're up to.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do the text message so then we don't have to remember to do it later.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, it's from Wreck-It Rob.
Oh, cool.
Holy crap, there's a lot of pictures here. Oh, those are from July. This is from January 8. Okay, I think this is all the okay. So he sent me a picture with a bunch of pictures with a bunch of rock bouncers.
Okay.
His green Jeep thing.
Is YJ.
YJ? Okay.
It's a YJ, isn't it?
I don't know what
Does that have square headlights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks
I'm
like
pretty sure it's a YJ.
Okay. And then his America vehicle.
Yeah.
He said, okay, high ground clearance is normal in the Havoc series. They still crawl and they do fly and not bouncers. 30 inches or more in ground and belly height is very common. I'm guessing you guys still have not looked up Mountain Mafia Entertainment. P&W off-road racing is wild. Happy New Year. Keep crawling. The buggies are on axle techs, heavier than Rockwell's.
Oh, geez. That's nuts.
And there's a bunch of really cool pictures here. Some pretty rad vehicles. Wish I had the TV. We could just scroll through it.
Well, you'll have to send those to me and maybe I'll make a reel out of it so people can check it out. Okay. I'll post it on Friday.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Wreck-It Rob.
Yep.
30 inches or more ground clearance
It's not uncommon.
Is not uncommon for those. Wow.
Or is common. 30 or more is common. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, sweet. I think that about does it then.
Yep.
For the snail mail. We're down to 29 left.
Oh, geez.
We'll see what we get to next week. Keep them coming. We love you guys. We love chatting to you. Love talking about the fun little topics you guys come up with, and talking about how much everybody hates Land Rovers. So anything else, Jimmy?
I think that's all.
All right. Have a safe weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday, and we'll see you on the lake bed.
Bye-bye.
The number you have called has been disconnected.